everybody, and welcome back. Today we are going to make a low carb, no added sugar, dairy-free pumpkin bread. So as you know, it's probably getting annoying at this point. Ryan and I are both training for Ironman events. I have my very first full distance Ironman in April. Ryan is competing at Kona in October. So we are trying to stick to a fairly low carb nutrition plan. Now that's obviously low sugar as well. And I've found a couple of sugar replacements that kind of help curb my sweet tooth. I have a huge sweet tooth. So I love pumpkin bread. I love it so much, but there's so much sugar. Like if you were to go through the Starbucks and get the piece of sugar, like of pumpkin bread, I call it sugar bread. There's so much sugar and carbs. So today I am going to make a dairy-free, because dairy can upset your stomach and some people. So it's gonna be dairy-free and it's low carb, no added sugar. So the can of pumpkin puree does have like 10 carbs for half a cup. And then, but when you spread that out throughout the bread, each piece is not that bad. And then there is 5 grams of sugar per half a cup, but again, spread out through the whole piece of bread, it's not that bad. And then so the sugar that you actually use, instead of using regular like white granular sugar, I use Swerve. I love this. They have also the confectioner sugar, and they have a brown sugar that I'll use. And then for chocolate chips, because yeah, I'm putting chocolate chips in pumpkin bread, I use the Lily's brand. And so dogs, calm down. So there's no added sugar, there's no sugar in these chocolate chips. So okay, let's get started. All right, here is everything you will need. I'll put a list up right here of the actual ingredients. Whoa, child. So you might want to screenshot it or whatever, and I'll have it in the description down below. But here is the list of ingredients for your pumpkin bread. All right, so first you're gonna combine your sugar and your butter. And again, I use Swerve sugar, and then I found this Country Crock dairy-free butter. It's made with avocado oil. So you mix those together, and then you're gonna add 3 eggs, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and your can of pumpkin. Okay, so I feel like I need to point out that this is just a regular recipe that I found on Pinterest, and I am just changing. Instead of putting regular sugar, I'm putting Swerve sugar, and instead of putting regular butter, I'm putting the plant-based butter. So it's not like this is some special recipe, it's just a normal recipe that I found, and I'm just substituting dairy-free and sugar-free products. Okay, in a separate bowl, you're gonna mix together all the dry ingredients, which is like your flour, baking soda, baking powder, cinnamon, nutmeg, I think that's it. A little bit of salt. But the flour I'm using is whole wheat flour. So you could cut out even more carbs and use almond flour or coconut flour, but we're gonna use whole wheat flour today. All right, so now you're gonna add your dry ingredients and your milk, which we're gonna use almond milk, so it's dairy-free, to the pumpkin mix. All right, we're all mixed up. Now I'm gonna throw in some Lily's chocolate chips. I'm gonna use half of this bag because I'm gonna use the other half on zucchini bread that I'm making next, so stay tuned for that video. But I'm gonna clean up this mess. Holy cow, there's just stuff everywhere. So I'm gonna put half of this mix into this loaf pan, so it makes 2 loaves, and then the other half I'm actually gonna make mini muffins with, because Cruz loves the mini muffins. So we're gonna do 1 loaf and then 1 pan of mini muffins. Okay, now we're just gonna bake for 45 to 55 minutes. Here we go. I'm gonna start it at 45 and then we'll see how it looks. Okay, I didn't say this a while ago, but you're gonna wanna spray your pans with some kind of non-stick spray or it's gonna stick. So I like this avocado oil spray, but you're definitely gonna wanna spray your pans first. Okay, so I put the muffins in when there was like 30 minutes left on the bread, and the timer just went off, and so these, whoa sis, these are done. All right, the pumpkin muffins are done. Cruz and Winnie Fox are just about to try them. But I checked the bread and it's still kind of doughy in the middle. So that recipe called to cook it for 45 to 55 minutes, and that was just 45 minutes. So I think it's gonna end up being more like an hour, but we'll put it back in and see how it goes. Okay, so it's all done. We've already eaten quite a few of the mini muffins, but the loaf turned out really good. It ended up taking about 65 minutes to cook instead of 55, but turned out really good. All right, so that's our dairy-free, sugar-free pumpkin bread. I added up all the nutritional information, so I'll put that up here. As you can see, a serving size is either 1 slice of bread or 3 mini muffins. And so it makes 2 loaves of bread, which would be 16 slices of bread total, or it makes 48 muffins. So I just did half and half. I did 1 loaf and 1 pan of mini muffins. But yeah, your serving size is 1 slice or 3 mini muffins, and you can see the nutritional information there. So thanks for watching. Thanks for cooking with us today. Next, we're gonna make some sugar-free, dairy-free zucchini bread. So stay tuned for that.